think it's working. Hopefully it's working. Okay. Yeah. This was a good final chapter. We get the explanation of Marina explaining that if you cheat in her game, you're left to two choices only: yes or no. Um, and then we see how Borgson cheated. She marked the card. That's why she crushed it, trying to get away with it. But basically, when you're only left with yes or no, then if you want to live, the only option after that is yes. So technically, she had a 50-50 shot. If she didn't mark the card, the R card to return, she had a 50-50 chance of just walking away because she would have been able to return the X card. But she was, obviously, when you're scared for your life, you're gonna cheat if you can. But this makes sense that obviously Borkson doesn't even have Nan. I was actually reading this thing on Reddit about how she is an associate hunter. That's not in the Viz version, but apparently she is. But to be associate hunter, you don't have to know Nan because go back to the hunter exam. Certain people, Gon, Hanzo, Leorio, Kurapika, and Pakal, they all didn't know Nan after they passed the exam. And you remember that's the second secret hunter exam. Just thought I'd let that know because I let people know that Borkson's associate hunter for the voyage because I don't think many people know that. Maybe just like certain few, like certain like diehard fans. Because I didn't back in the day. I didn't read. Well, I didn't read that batch when it came out for one, so I didn't read Voracious Drake's translation. So that's basically what the first half of the chapter is. Borkson cheating. She explains that Marina fully confirms that and she can watch everybody that's part of the contagion. I believe she can still infect one more person. I don't know if Borkson's a true member yet because she hasn't fulfilled all three conditions. I'm guessing if she does fulfill all three conditions, then only one more because it's her and 22 people. So she can still add somebody without even with anything happening with Borkson. She says she's going to return to her people. But then she says, Marina, can you show me around? I want to learn more about my new comrades. Okay. Then we get to a double-page spread about people on Tier 3. And then we hear about a supernatural case. This is one of them Haley hideouts. Doors, how they killed people. When, that stopped working and they became contractors. They're going to find ways to kill. There's plenty of people to kill on the boat. And it's easy to avoid. So they go and tell Benjamin about this. Squad 3 will deal with Haley. I'm not sure what Squad 3 is. I think that's just a branch of the military. Third Prince, Zhengli, and Seventh Prince, Loserus, or they can't find them. So leave the lower ranked princes for later. Leave the lower ranked princes for later. Okay. Then it's announced that Benjamin is suffering from the TSK-17. We don't exactly know how this occurred. That's going to be flashbacks. Which it does kind of suck that we're going to have to flash back when we do come back. But it's pretty necessary for the story in the way he wanted to tell it. I seem like I can explain this to you similar. It's like, think about when I'm not remembering exact chapter numbers right now, but UP dies in Chimera and Arc, and then Welfin, like he faces off against Welfin, then they cut back, and they cut back and show it in flashbacks, just kind of like the Borkson thing, and the little squiggly flashbacks. Think about it like that. That's what's gonna happen when we come back. We're gonna see. He's 9.5 hours to do it. He wants to become king and then pass on to his illegitimate child, which if you go back and look at the one panel, I believe Queen Uma's only on one page with the crib in the background. That's probably the baby. But on this on the second double page of the chapter, he declares there's only 4 princes left. Now, to speculate, we'd have to say Zhengli and Loserus is, but he says leave the lower ranked ones unaccounted for. I would almost positively guarantee that Mariam is one of the other ones, because why would you? They literally cannot do anything to you. You're in basically another Nin dimension, so literally you don't have to obey them. He could literally just sit in there and win, basically. As far as I understand it, I don't know if they have enough food to survive. That's another story. But they could definitely at least wait out this situation. So there's a lot of people that you would think it, but he says leave the lower ranked princes. So I would say that one is Mariam, and then I want to say the other one is either Wobble or Fugetsu. I feel like it's actually Fugetsu because she wasn't on the tiers where Benjamin was in the VVIP area in tier 1. So that's what that's my guess. I'm guessing it's Loser and Zhangli. He says leave the lower ranked princes. So I'm guessing the other lower ranked princes, they would have to be higher than 7. So that's 13, and Fugetsu is 11. Just my little speculation there. So, in the last spread of the thing, it's very awesome with Benjamin. He's like superimposed on the right side. And he's explaining to Mazai Storm, Bodobai, and Kaiser. And he after that he explains that there's a bioterrorism thing with Cyreinic and Hulkenberg, several co-conspirators. He's basically he's just holding the princess hostage upstairs, so they agree to his special martial law. And he's saying that some of them are probably affected. They're probably not even affected. We don't know if Hulkenberg's dead. I'm pretty sure he's dead. Like I said, we'll know more when the flashback comes. It kind of sucks. It's a really bad place to go on hiatus, but he usually does shit like this anyways. And hopefully tomorrow, I think tomorrow will mark a week without no post on Twitter, so hopefully he posts tomorrow. Probably he's out in the wind, guys. We might not get a post from him for like 2 months. Just saying. Anyways, let me finish this up. He says he needs to, like, integrate all the powers. Basically, a bunch of bullshit just to say that, he has to do martial law. He's just making this all up. That's what Mazai Storm says as well. And the final page is his neck looks crazy. Benjamin does in this fucking panel. Bodobai says that he's looking sick or pale, and Benjamin says there's no problem at all. And Kaiser says if Benjamin he speculates that Benjamin has the same thing that Hulkenberg does. If he can stave it off for one more day, we'll be able to see the light. I still have my final stronghold. His final stronghold, if you remember when he was talking to Steiner from the Voyage Permit Agency or whatever, the people that control the voyage to the Dark Continent, he had some plan with him, right? So I'm thinking that's what he's talking about. Maybe something different. And it says we're 40 minutes into special martial law. I think 411 from the storyboards takes place, obviously takes place before, and it has Hulk and what's his name, Balsaminko's body, and Kurapika's in the next chapter. Really excited for the next chapter. Thought this was one of the best chapters of the batch. Probably, I still don't think it's best. I think it's really good. He started off strong, he ended strong. Sucks that we didn't get the chapters. He is actively working on, I wouldn't say actively working on them. He was actively working on them. He already did the instructions for 411, 412. So the assistants are already working on it. He already did the dollars for 413. The way he was going, he would have already been done with the whole batch, doing that by now, but he stopped because he got surgery. Hopefully he's recovering, taking this week to recover, and then he'll return. Even if I don't mind if he doesn't ink, really, because there's plenty of chapters inked. I wish he would finish them chapters, literally finish them fully and then continue inking. But I think that would cause some dead time in his production schedule, so it's better if he inks. That way there's even more chapters. Hopefully we get an update from him soon. I don't know if I'm going to post any more videos until he returns. I'll think about it, but thanks for watching all the videos. It was a good batch.